You know, I have looked at the video of I Am Marwa and Lynn Ngugi, and I just have to say, give it to Scalability. Anything that is scalable, give it a thumbs up, because you cannot beat Scalability. I Am Marwa could not compete with me in 2017. He was struggling to make $1,000. That time I was easily making $4,000. In 2026, I Am Marwa is a boss. I cannot easily access him, because now the man has resources, and you know, when you have resources, you have to be protected. And I'm looking at it and saying, what? Where did this guy pass me? It is Scalability. I've looked at it and then I said, if you can do something that is scalable, kindly do it. YouTube is very scalable. Now, for those who are seeing me for the very first time, I always say that I am a writer. I started writing in 2014, 2015 there. We had a lot of knowledge and we were earning a lot of money. Now, during that time, Marwa is graduating and struggling to go to another country to volunteer. Can you listen to me? Volunteer, not even to earn. He's going to volunteer to teach English. I was in this village, by the way, just doing very well here. Coming to around 2019, 2020, that is when I'm discovering I Am Marwa, because I started following him. He was running around, he was kissing, recording those videos kissing, and then blogs were picking up his videos, and then they were sharing. Gafla, I think Gafla, Nairobi Gossip, they were reposting his videos, and then I discovered, this guy is very entertaining. He used to go to clubs, nightlife, and by the way, Marwa is the one who inspired me to do nightlife videos. So I'll tell you about that later. So this guy, I start following him. Then I thought it was not very, very lucrative because we were earning a lot of money. Now, one day, let me tell you, one day I discouraged Marwa, and I have to be very honest. There's a day I commented on his video, then told him, what you are doing cannot pay off. Just leave it. I Am Marwa went to Dominican Republic to record a video. And then he goes to a place called Santiago. He reaches there, then I Am Marwa is the only black person in Santiago at the place where he was. And he's holding a camera. And he's in Santiago, the only black person. The police took him and they started assaulting him. They beat him. And I don't know how he held that camera until he could not leave it. He was recording the police beat him until he started bleeding. Then I commented on that video. I told I Am Marwa, no. You cannot continue like this. Come back home. You did actuarial science. Actuarial science is a very prestigious course. You do actuarial science only to end up recording videos in Santiago. Then this guy continues. Then I looked at him as a failure. During that time, I have to accept. I looked at him, then I said, no. This guy, what is he doing? What he's doing is not things that an educated person should do. So that time we are doing our job. You know, these are jobs of educated people. Quantitative analysis you are doing there, doing ethnographies. You know, you understand the nature of our job. Sometimes you do product reviews the way we used to do, and they used to pay very well. So that time you could not compare a YouTuber to a blogger. Blogs used to pay. We used to earn money from blogs, sometimes you write just a blog post for a person in Australia, and you earn a lot of money. So how can you go to YouTube to record videos when you are earning a lot of money from blogs? That is that time. Then I see I Am Marwa is putting up a villa. Then I start wondering, where has he gotten the money to put up a villa? YouTubers cannot put up villas like that. YouTube cannot pay you enough money to build a villa of that kind. Then I saw we had mushrooming YouTubers in Kenya also doing well, getting a lot of views. Then I discovered, this thing can pay. Then I said, I have a YouTube channel. I had put some videos there. I think I can start using my YouTube channel. Then I started looking at local celebrities, people like Ngugi, people like Mkurugenzi. That time, they were doing well, but not so well. But they were doing well. Then I said, no, apart from earning from blogs, from write-ups, from product reviews, from academic writing, I can also leverage YouTube. That is when I came to YouTube. But now, this is how my nightlife videos started. For those people who don't know, now, today, let me tell you. I Am Marwa is the person who inspired my nightlife videos. I Am Marwa's videos of nightlife and showing hookers on the streets moving. He used to show a lot of those videos and he used to get a lot of views. I Am Marwa. And then his brother, David Jr. in Nairobi. He used to do those similar vlogs in Nairobi, showing in the streets, moving around, and then he was getting a lot of views. Then I asked myself, if I Am Marwa can do this, and then his brother can do this, then they can get a lot of views. And people are succeeding on YouTube until he can build a villa. Then I can start my YouTube channel by doing the same thing. That is how I started my nightlife videos. And those videos have become a hit on this channel until one of them has 1 million views and it has earned me more than $1,200. But the problem is, when I started these videos, I was still earning a lot of money from these write-ups that I was doing, from academic writing, and from my businesses. That time they were startups, but they were doing well. Then I asked myself, what is the point of working with the camera to go on the streets to earn money from vlogging? Then I said that's a useless thing. Then I stopped. That is the worst mistake I did. I should have continued. I stopped doing YouTube. Then I came back to start doing my things. Then I said YouTube cannot pay. Then I see people are progressing. No, I say let me do a different type of content, not these street videos. By the way, my father called me and he told me that the videos you are doing are bad. Do not continue doing those kind of videos. Do videos that can uplift people, videos that can inspire people and motivate people. Do videos that can even motivate people abroad to come back home. That is when I started the videos of reviewing towns. So I review towns, then I see I am still not getting enough. It's not sustaining me very well. So I noticed that these videos have very low revenue. I can write just one blog post and then get $150. Then one video, I spend a lot of time on one video, then get $29. It was not making sense. Then I stopped YouTube. Then I continue with my things. And I Am Marwa is continuing to build a villa. Then I'm wondering what is happening. Can YouTube really pay you money when this amount of money comes from YouTube? So later, I start understanding, CPM, RPM, then payment of YouTube is very different. When you do Kenyan videos, you earn little money. And when you do videos that target people abroad, you get a lot of money. Now this is around 2021, 2022 there. Now I start learning that. But now I see no point of coming back to YouTube because I was very stable somewhere else. Then I ask myself, why should I come to YouTube? Then I continue with my other things. I Am Marwa is continuing, has built a house for his mother, is continuing to do marvelous things. He's doing a lot with his villa, and then he's preparing a party. Then I ask myself, is this the guy who was bleeding when he was in Santiago? Is this the guy that I told that when you are an actuarial scientist, come back home and execute your functions as a person who went to school to study actuarial science? Then I see the success has now descended to this thing comes as a shock because we are busy. I don't follow I Am Marwa all the time. You just go away, you do your things, then you come back. His mother has a YouTube channel. Go away, come back. His sister Dimwango has a YouTube channel. Go away, come back. You find some villagers like Gitiriba, I Am Mayuguno, they have YouTube channels and they are earning well. Then I started studying these people, I Am Marwa specifically. How are they making that progress? Then I came to my YouTube channel. I looked at it. Why is it paying me every month $150, $200, $150? But these people, it seems they are making a lot of money. It's because they have a foreign audience. And then, apart from that, I learned that Marwa the algorithm has accepted him. He has an audience. He has built an audience, and there is no limit to a YouTube audience. That is what now I had to start learning about I Am Marwa. There is no limit to how many people can see you. Even 8 billion people on the planet, all of them can converge just to watch you. But as a writer, can 8 billion people come to see me? No. As a writer, can I inspire my sister to do writing? No. My mother did not go beyond Form 4. I was doing quantitative analysis. I understand dependent and independent variables. I can operationalize some variables. I can do very good ethnographies and I can write very good white papers. But my mother who reached Form 4, can she do that? No. But I Am Marwa's mother does not need all those qualifications. She just has to take a camera and then I Am Marwa will tell her that I do YouTube. Then she will succeed as a YouTuber. Then I looked at it and said, what? That is when I started understanding that if you do things that are scalable and they can give you money, you can make a lot of money. But as a writer, I was limited. That is when I started understanding that no. A YouTuber can earn more than a writer. Then this realization comes when I Am Marwa now is starting his, he was doing his party. Then I wanted to go to his party, and then when I reached there, I asked him to give me a shout out and all that. You know, people are going there en masse. They were going there to get shout outs, subscribers, and views. A lot of people went there. But it was so difficult now because a lot of people were going to see I Am Marwa. And again, I was so busy with my tasks. Then I looked at it and said, no, it is impossible for me to go there right now. But again, it's very difficult for me to come back to YouTube. What do I do now? Then I just left my YouTube channel like that, and then I continued. In 2026, the guy has stabilized, and now he can prove to you that doing something that is scalable can actually make you very stable, wealthy, and successful. But for some of us, we did things that are very limited. Even the businesses I do right now, they are very limited. I can only do them as an educated person. But what about my father who was retired? Can I teach him now to start navigating this thing that requires a lot of reading, a lot of contemplation, a lot of understanding, you see? But he can take a camera and just share his life, and then he will make money. That is when I reached a point and then said, what? You need to do things that are scalable. If you do things that cannot be scaled up like me, you will be limited in terms of how much you earn. If you do things that are scalable like I Am Marwa, you will earn a limitless amount of money. I Am Marwa does not have a limit of how much money he can earn right now. But I am limited. I cannot earn that. The only way I can earn a lot of money maybe is to write a book. Write a book, then get the whole world buy it. But again, the writing of books is sometimes very funny because it has a limit, okay? Books have a limit of how much people can read and how many people can buy. But what about YouTube videos? Everybody would like to watch a YouTube video, you see? So I reach a point, then I say, let me study how this YouTube channel works. How can I make money from a YouTube channel? That is when I found some YouTubers. Then they told me, you can do this and that. You are not putting mid-rolls here and there. That is why you could get 40,000 views. Then you find that you have earned $40. Do this and that. Put advertisements here and there. Then start getting money. Then I started understanding, oh, this is how I Am Marwa built a villa. This is how I Am Marwa built a villa. Then I started putting there things that they told me. Then they tell me, don't speak a lot of Swahili in your videos. Because in the past, I would get people who tell me that, speak in English. Then I ignore them. I tell them, if you don't want to listen to me, listen to people in your countries. Right now, if you look at my stats, I have a lot of people from the United States watching this channel. I have a lot of people from Australia, Canada, UK watching this video. Then the RPM has gone up. The CPM has gone up. That is why I can make more money with less views. Some people are wondering, why are you persistent making videos when you are getting 600 views, 800 views? Let me tell you, 600 views, 800 views with a lot of people from abroad watching is much better than having 10,000 Kenyan views. A lot of YouTubers don't understand that. Speaking Swahili and trending in Kenya and Tanzania is meaningless when you can just create one video and it gets 5,000 views being seen from abroad. I created a video about my visa denial, and a lot of people from the US watched. Very few Kenyans watched. Then I discovered that that video earned more than a video where I got 100,000 views. Then I started understanding, oh, there's something wrong. There was something wrong with my approach to YouTube. But it's late. I'm learning this thing now late, bro. But I don't think it's too late. But now I'm learning this thing very late. Then another important thing I have come to learn from I Am Marwa, when I started studying I Am Marwa and other people, especially those who returnees who came from the US and people who do village content. Villagers don't trend in cities. Do you know a lot of people from Nairobi don't watch me? Because they consider village to be backward. They look at village and they say, being in the village is being backward. You know, that is not being enlightened. You need to get out of the village to be enlightened. But people who are abroad are looking at me in admiration. That is what I know. And that is how they look at Marwa. And that is how they look at other village content creators. And then you start understanding, when a man in the US wants a girl from Africa, he does not come in towns like Nairobi to pick one. He comes in the village to pick one. So you start understanding, oh, village content creators get a lot of views from abroad, and Nairobi content creators get a lot of views from Nairobi. That is what Nairobians don't understand. Then I started learning those things, and then we have returnees who came from the US. They are coming, then they create YouTube channels. They don't trend in Kenya. They are not watched from Nairobi. They are watched from abroad. These are things you start learning now. And I Am Marwa is a pioneer content creator of the village, and he has inspired a lot of people, those who know him and those who don't know him. I know he has never heard of me, he doesn't know me, and considering that he's very busy, I don't know even if he will watch this video, but I know that he has inspired some of us, even though we have never met him. And he's doing a very good job. I Am Marwa has taught me the importance of consistency. He releases a video every single day. Then I asked myself, why can't I also do the same? You know, there are things you can do, but because you think you are limited, it is in your mind. You think you are limited, you don't do them. But people like I Am Marwa are doing them. His sister Di Mwango is doing the same thing. And all other people that he mentored. Why can't you do the same? And then engage in scalable things. That man has taught us a lot of lessons. I understand we have a lot of people who talk negative things about him. I don't want to talk any negative thing about a person who can inspire a whole village. Someone who comes to a village and inspires a whole village. Makes the entire village content creators, and not just content creators. He tells them how to do YouTube and how to make money from YouTube. People are now succeeding on his name. If you want to succeed right now, just go and sit at his villa, take videos there, and then you see how much money you will make. That man has inspired so many people. God bless I Am Marwa. That is such a wonderful man. Thank you for listening to me. This is Gidia Kali, and we shall meet again in another video. Peace.